In this video, I'm going to show you how to add extension branding to your Qualtrics survey. When you go in to edit your survey, you'll start out in the survey builder. This is the clipboard icon, which is the first icon in the survey editor toolbar. To change branding, we want to edit the look and feel, which is the paint roller icon in the toolbar. When I click on this icon, there will be several editing options in the sidebar that pops up next. Under the theme tab, your survey, depending on whether you've got this from a template, may or may not already have a default theme selected. This one does. To add my own CFAS extension branding, I'm going to scroll down in the panel until I find the blank theme. I'll then select the blank theme. This will remove the branding and any of the theme elements from my survey. The next tab is layout. We're not going to do anything or make any changes under layout. We're just going to keep the flat survey layout. Under the general tab, you'll find your button text and the option to add a header and a footer. If you're starting from a blank survey rather than a template, the next button text and previous button text might either be blank or have arrows in the text box. We like to replace the next button text with the word next and the previous button text with the word previous, so that screen readers can read the content and know where they're headed. I'm going to keep my button texts as they are, but this is where I'm going to add my extension mark to the footer of my survey. If you're starting from a survey template, you may already have something in your header or footer. You can remove this by selecting the edit and then deleting the content from the rich content editor that pops up. You can have text and images in the header and footer, so you might have the survey title and other important information here in the header. I'm going to go ahead and edit the footer, which brings up again the rich content editor. To add the extension mark to the footer, I'm going to click the Insert a Graphic button. I'm then given the option to select a library. I'm currently in My Library, but if I click the drop-down menu, I'll have some options to choose from. The graphics we want to use are in the OSU Extension Library, so I'll select this one. So a handful of options have come up. You will select the extension mark from these options. It does have footer in the name, so you'll be able to identify it. You'll then click on that option. The footer will come up and then you'll click Save. You can see that the footer will be added to the bottom of your survey. And now there is text populated in the footer box. Next, under the Style tab, I want to change the style color, which is used for buttons. I want to change this color to Scarlet in order to be on brand. So I'm going to change the primary color hex code to the Scarlet color, which is BB0000. Select Enter. And this also changes the secondary color. We changed the foreground contrast to medium instead of low, also for accessibility reasons, so that those with low vision can perceive contrast between the elements. I'm also going to change the question text to 20-point font and the answer text to 16-point font. Finally, under the Logo tab, I'm going to add the CFAS tag header. Note, I'm not adding this under the header section. It is possible to add the CFAS tag header under the header section, but the formatting works a little bit better when it's added in the logo section instead. So I'm going to click Change under the logo image. Once again, when I'm given the option to select library, I'm going to select the OSU Extension Library. And this time I'm going to select the CFAS red tag. And this will be uploaded in the logo section in a very similar spot to the header. I'm also going to make sure the placement is aligned to the center. Then I'll go ahead to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and click Apply. This just applies all of the settings I've just selected. You can preview the settings by going back to the survey builder. And then on the right side of the screen in the top right-hand corner, selecting Preview. You can preview all of the options and make sure it looks the way you want it.